Apologize for this review coming so late. So this is the review for Quantico, Season 1, Episode 12, Alex. And it's titled that because it's all about Alex. See, the main issue here is that Alex has gone off and decided there is another bomb, there's going to be another attack, and no one else believes her. There's no evidence, so no one else believes her. Everyone just wants to move on. As a result, that's causing them to be blindsided by the fact that, look, of course none of you would know that, except for Alex. Come on now, she was the one that was captured. So they're trying to think, oh, because she's suffering through post-traumatic stress disorder, maybe that's why. But that's not the case. So, essentially, you flash back to the, right before the accident occurred, while they're still in Quantico training. And now it's a situation where you have the rookies versus the not so much rookies, and everyone's back, and you just see, of course, people like Alex and her friend. What's her friend's name? The blonde girl. What's Blondie's name? Whatever her name is. Her with her boyfriend and the twins, and also Ryan's ex, who I guess is now gal pals with Alex. I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, like I said, they get thrown off because of the fact that it's newbies versus not so newbies, 1 month ahead of them people. And the issue is they're at an automatic disadvantage because they know all of their weaknesses, all of their strengths. They've been vetted. And so now it's their turn to go and vet the more experienced people. But the more experienced people aren't playing by the rules, So we flash back, and Alex, again, is being met up with, what's her name, Natalie? Ryan's ex. And she's just like, look, you can come back to the office if you just switch your story and say that you moved on and everyone else should be allowed to move on as well, and that the attacks are over, nothing's gonna happen. But that's not what Alex thinks, that's not what she feels. And she's right, because remember the hacker guy who helped her when no one else would? Yeah, well, he committed suicide. She doesn't know that yet, but he committed suicide. And so, again, you have, what's his name, Michael? Mitch? Whatever his name. Blondie's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, you know, she slept with his father. Well, his father and a bunch of other agents died in that second bombing that destroyed the precinct. The headquarters, I guess, if you will. And so you have, what's his name? Oliver? Whatever his name is. The one that they originally thought was the one that was involved with the bombing, but he was actually more so the person that gave them the idea to go forth with the bombing. And so he's essentially not on Alex's side anymore. He wants to go and join everyone else and be like, we just need to move on. We just need to move on. And it's pretty messed up because it's like, look, even you were involved in a conspiracy and now you're not on Alex's side. That's pretty wishy-washy. So like I already said, you have the newbies versus the not-so-newbies going after each other. Some are better at physical strength, others better at mental. And this is the situation you have. It ends up actually being a tie, but they don't know that yet. So the twins want to go and help out, you know, the black detective whose son is currently being held because he was kidnapped and he doesn't want to divulge certain information. They need that information, so they're going to get it out of him one way or the other. So she's like, look, I can help you, but you just need to let me know. And he's not doing that right now. So Alex is being confronted by her friend. And this is where it pisses me off, because Blondie is saying how, gosh, you know, because of what you did, it ruined my life. I had to go to Vermont or wherever she had to go to get away from it all because I was on the front page of everything. I was a little harlot. I was a little slut that went and slept with a married man who was married to a senator, and now he's dead. Shelby, that's her name. So Shelby was saying how you may think so hard for me because that information came out and no one respects me. I'm barely working here and you expect me to go and be on your side? And I'm like, Shelby, this sounds like, why is it you and everyone else are going against Alex, but it's your fault for doing what you did? If you didn't go and sleep with your boyfriend's father, then you wouldn't be in this situation. If the guy who was involved with, what was it, the Nation of Islam? No, something like that, or whatever. If he didn't go and have this radical idea of, look, I'm going to scare everyone and create these bombs, but I'm not really going to detonate them, then they wouldn't have occurred. But yet, all of it falls on Alex. Like, all of you didn't play a part in this foolishness, and Alex was the only one that was blackmailed. She was the only one that was blackmailed and had to go and deal with the situation. So, you know, Alex's quote-unquote gal pal, the older guy who was one of her teachers, who knew her father, yeah, he's essentially trying to say Alex is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and that we don't stand behind her. Alex talks with the black head honcho lady, and it's just like, look, you're on my side once, you're not on it again. And it's like, I'm going to prove to you that something is going on. And once I do, you're going to have egg on your face. So, I think it was Nima tries to go and talks to the woman's son, and it doesn't work. Nima's a little too cool for school, and for someone like him, he needs someone a little bit more sympathetic. And so we flash back, and it's the newbies go against the not-so-newbies, and the newbies get their ass kicked. The newbies don't get the concept of the bad guys don't play fair, so you can't go and act like the rules are everything and that's what you need to go by. No, you have to think of your feet and know what's going to allow you to win and what's not. And that's what the newbies don't know how to do at this point, because there's two programs to be like, okay, A, B, C, D. No, it's D, F, G, Z, X, Y, M, Q, U. So there's that. And Ryan actually talks with Alex and tries to convince Alex that, you know what, you need to drop this. This is too much. We're all trying to move on. And Ryan was successful. Alex goes read the statement and everyone's looking at her like, you little itch. And I'm like, okay, she did what you wanted and you're still mad. I'm mad at you because you're mad at her. Get over yourselves. I mean, everyone's in the room. Alex is like, I don't understand what's the problem. I don't understand what's the problem. They're like, you didn't mean it. You didn't mean it. I'm like, of course you didn't mean it because you're trying to save your lives. Of course you don't know what you guys are talking about. So anyway, it was the tie, and as a result, 3 people got kicked off of one team. 2 people got kicked off of the other. I think 3 from the newbies, 2 from the not so newbies. And then now it's like, you know what? We're going to do something else that's different. We're going to merge you 2 together. Because they're only a month ahead, so come on now. Why not? So, what's her name? Son is talking with the other twin. The twin that is more traditional twin. And she's very sympathetic, and she's able to get information out of him. And he tells her the names of the captives. He doesn't know anything else, but he knows the names. So they have something. So it flashes back, and Shelby is being tailed by, of course, her ex. And remember, for some reason, I thought that maybe he had some involvement, and I still think he's on some BS, but whatever. And Shelby finds out, of course Shelby knows her sister really isn't her sister, but her sister's husband is trying to say, look, ever since she tried to get you back your money or give you back your money, she's been missing. So I need your help. I know you don't owe us anything, but she needs your help. Alex is drinking herself away, and I'm like, oh Lord, Alex, don't be like your father. Don't be like your father. Don't be like your father. So this guy keeps calling her, and I mean, these people found her number and keep calling her, and I'm just like, you know what? Get over yourselves. Get over yourselves. What's wrong with people? It's not about you all the time. So Alex picks up the phone. I'm like, Alex, that doesn't sound like your ringtone. What the hell are you thinking? Girl, you must be drunk. And long story short, someone was in her apartment and they left this ring. Find it. They want her to find it because of the fact that they're going to use her now. They're going to use her now. And again, Shelby and her guy, they're slowly coming back together, which is interesting because I'm like, okay, so when did she sleep with Clayton, his father? How can I know everyone else's name in his family except for him? What type of mess is that? So the roommate situation is getting all wonky. The head honcho there at the school, her and her son, just like, all right, so I'm going to need you to talk with, go downtown and talk with them because they need information. Alex receives Ryan's dog tags from her new across the hall roommate. I'm like, okay, so she's going to sleep with him too? Anyway, so things got really weird because Alex followed the instructions, and then she was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense. Ryan's ex-girlfriend is the bomber? No, she has bombs strapped to her. I'm like, oh gosh. Oh, so now you believe it, don't you? Now you